Hey guys, Tyrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Wolfheze. Playing today, spawning in the north, we have Adamir at Magnum. Playing as Soviets, who has combined arms, counterattack, and guard motor coordination. Teaming up with him is Meliodas, playing as Soviets also. Oh, locking into counterattack there. From the south, we have Ed. Not Ed 80 Hertz, just Ed. Who, locked into Breakthrough as OKW, and teaming up with him is Breadfan, also as OKW, going for Overwatch. In terms of rankings here, Allies range team, about rank 105. I forget which way around it is, but one of these guys are about rank 110, the other about rank 120. We've got a Kubo I can start for Breadfan. Ed getting a Fusilier second. He'll start for Meliodas. Makes a lot of sense for at least one of the Soviet players to go for a tier 1 start when they're up against double OKW, but on his side of the map, not as good with the Fusiliers, the anti-tank grenades, making the M3A1 less effective. Went for just the single combat engineer style as well. Looks like things going pretty well for Adamir. Pushing in now. Kubo coming in from the side though. Oh wow, early tech building down. Throws out an incendiary grenade. Did okay damage. Probably not enough to win this still though. Combat engineers did run, all the way past, not shooting for quite a long time there. Still going to be able enough to force off the Fox Grenadiers, but probably not for the Kubo, and here come the Skirmishes as well. Interesting, he didn't put a med crates down, he's have the munis for it. Ah, okay, going for a sniper as well, interesting. Fusiliers pulling back through the building. There's some light cover there for the sniper to cap on.
Attack is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
Yeah. Can't chase in any further though. We'll die to one anti-tank grenade. Uh-oh. Here he comes from around the corner. Anti-tank grenade out. Ooh, abandoned on that. 6 round for the kill on it. We'll end up losing to the combat engineers though. He's coming in for a truck push maybe? No. Maybe just set the rally point forwards. Nice. I didn't realize that that blocked enough sight for a whole 5-man squad to hide behind like that. Good execution there by Ed. And, ultimately paying the price for not repairing that up to full. Comes a big old Soviet blob for Adamir. Lights coming through for Breadfan now. Double battle groups, by the way. Ed getting a battle group in a forward position here. Gonna get spotted by these conscripts, but probably don't have enough to pressure it down. Just so many Axis troops here at the moment. So the sniper ended up retreating at some stage, so yeah, doesn't have enough pushing power to make that count. And Sternpire Shrek's getting quite deep over here. Harassing the munitions now. Penals could do similar. Good push down here. Stalling out though, going for safer caps. Double flamers, by the way, for Adamir. Interesting. There goes, sniper comes forwards, hits the Jaeger lights for one shot. Going to be blob, kind of just hiding away at the moment. I think trying to avoid bleed from the sniper. Maybe could come for like a long flank around this side. Whoa, what happened up here? What? Oh no. Maybe he chased in, hoping to kill a conscript, but it didn't work. I've had this happen to me before. I think if he brings the rest of the squad up, he could vault over it. Oh, it looks like it died to the sternpires there anyway. Don't have to worry about that. Oh, comes in from the side. Pretty quick on the retreat, but still, you know, it's time off the field where the sniper's not doing damage. He's only got like 6 or 7 kills on that sniper so far, considering how early he got it. It's not the best rate. So, yeah, 6 kills. A little bit slow, has had to retreat quite a few times. And now going for a half track here, upgrading it to the quad. Generally, I'm not like a massive fan of the quad versus the flak half track. T70 is just a much safer option. Probably going to need to upgrade one of these PTR races to add a bit of extra firepower here to win this. Flak half tracks on both sides of the map. Breadfan also going for one. Looks like Adamir are going to go for a Zis as the answer. He doesn't have tier 3 down at all, so he can't go for a light vehicle himself at this timing. Looks like the quad took a bit of damage there. Only went for the one engineer for repairs as well. Okay, does indeed get PTRSs on one of those penal squads. Fighting on this side of the building, maybe waiting for a bit of an ambush on the flak half track. Sniper had an opportunity to get a couple kills there in the center. Here it comes now though. Oh, here we go. Jumps into the building with a flak half track driving past. Gets a couple good shots in. Good amount of damage. Flak half track on the move. He must have hurt driving in the fog. Good ambush, but maybe chasing a little bit too far. Now starting to bleed a huge amount of manpower. These G43 squads. The flak half track coming across here now as well. Sniper pressing in. Do you have to be very careful with your... Oh boy. Gotta hold on that thought. Getting shot on in one hit though. So it does survive. I was going to say, you got to be very careful about your sniper. Like when it comes to crawlers, like you see, you have to be very, very aware of when they're crawlers, because that can really spoil your fun. You just think you're sneaking around with your sniper, and in fact, just got spotted by your enemy crawler. Something I've been a lot more aware of, like maybe the last 6 months or so playing. Just like actually killing crawlers quite often. Close call. Combination here. Oh, gets sniped by the G43. Wow. I'm gonna pick that up with the other combat engineer. Interesting. Maybe lose his penal. No. Squad's too far away to focus them down. Quad coming back in for a few sprays. We've got an officer out for Ed. Here comes the sniper now as well. Nice suppression in. Now the flamers getting to work. Oh. Yeah, there's no such thing as flamer crits. It hasn't been a thing for maybe about 5 years, 6 years, maybe even 7 years. Used to be like every flame burst you did, you could just kill the whole infantry model. just randomly, you know. Now they just do a set amount of damage per burst. So I think it takes 6 bursts to kill a model, maybe. Obviously does AoE, so it can hit more than one model. So if you're propped up in cover, they can do big damage. Overall, pretty even split on the map to this point. Quite a lot of fighting focused in the center at the moment. Oh, this could be nasty. Snipe out in the open here. Takes a decent burst. Officer running past. There's plenty of time for that sniper to get away. Ed not paying attention there. That was a potential sniper kill given how slow Meliodas was on the retreats. A lucky break if that was even on like attack move forwards with the officer. Would have like stopped there, kept shooting, maybe got the kill. But he was on a capping order to this fuel point. But you can see that the flak half track getting contained by, the quad getting contained by the flak half track and the Raketin. Slowly causing Meliodas to lose territory. PTRS, you know, they can help, but they can also get suppressed and bled. Trying to get in range. So especially if you don't have control of the building, makes it tough to use them. Popping off some flares as well, assisting with the vision. Easy shutdown. This is maybe a bit of ground that could be taken over here just by a rogue capping squad, but looks like the allies kind of getting pegged onto this side of the map at the moment. COH2 first for Adamir now. This is a little bit risky, you know, the Axis could be getting their tanks out shortly. Kept under some pressure, but sits down trying to fire, but too much damage. Penals knocking it down fast. Quad now suppressing the rest of the infantry, allowing these penals to be very effective, and he gets the steal on the Raketin. Good timing on the push. The Ed may be a little bit greedy, trying to shoot that Raketin at the quads while it was under so much pressure. But here we go. Ooh, gets close enough for the anti-tank grenade. I think I'd just retreat that Raketin there. Just try to keep it healthy. Oh, big COH2 barrage. This range nearly knocks out a squad. 3 kills, good amount of damage, halfway to Vet 1. Tops out the building real quick. You can see the allies definitely behind on the VPs, about 120 down. Meliodas has a lot of manpower at the moment. Should probably go for like a second combat engineer at this timing. Getting a T-34, but you can see still 700 manpower after that. Plenty of options open. Got a couple, okay, gonna build a howitzer now as well. So Adamir going for a Howie, ML20. He's a little bit lower on manpower though. Still only with the 180 tank gun, so this could kind of backfire on the allies. Ed though, a little bit low on manpower, decides to go for an over squad before trying to build a tank. Could be just about there for a tank. No, goes for the over instead. Quick shoot down on the recon plane there. Got to take care of these flak half tracks if they want those recon planes to be effective. There we go. Quad gets stuck on the shrubs there. Ends up spinning around and dying. Here comes a close range caddy. Big hits. Very fast reactions by Ed. Gets out of there. Conscript down over here, by the way. So another couple losses, but nice timing on this T-34. One anti-tank gun for both of the Axis players. Good just hit in there. Got the Howies coming down now. So just targeting this general vicinity. A couple OKW bases there, so we'll get some good damage done on those. Did he cancel it early? Didn't feel like that was a full barrage. Like he cancelled that about 3 shots early. It does make the cooldown start earlier if you do that, but... Alright, and now we've got a B4 coming in. Meliodas also popping down a recon plane. A whole bunch of OKW troops coming out to here. Panzer IV in the build for breadfan. Ed still struggling for manpower. Has got his Panzer authorization completed though. The Eagle-Light's coming in from the side. Retreating now though. Before about halfway done, he's got full Mother Russia activated, trying to defend here. Sniper under pressure though. Uh-oh. Ooh, and down it goes. So overall, I think Meliodas not the strongest with the sniper control there. Felt like it probably should have got more bleed than it did, but constantly maybe getting out of position, having to retreat with it, and ultimately going down there. That's 4. Good bit of damage to start things off. ML20 getting going again. But can the Allies hold? You know, they've got these 2 howitzers back here without that much anti-tank defense. And you can see the Axis is going to be able to run right in close to them. Quite far behind on the VPs now as well. The Allies really need some big Howie hits here. Here we go. Pretty good hit there. Close range. B4 nearly knocks out the Raketen. A little bit of damage to the stern post. T-34 coming in. Back off track. Oh, diverting. He puts on to prioritized vehicles, looking for the flak half track kill. Rookie Chushabraj takes out the infantry support gun there. Panzer IV going to try go head to head with the T-34. It's risky. T-34 getting some frontal armor pins. One shot and he's dead. T-34 chasing him down. Misses the kill shot. Might have been an attack ground attempt at that range. PTRSs finish off the decrewed weapon. The flak half track coming in here. Going to be available for an attack ground attempt. No, very late on the attack ground. PTRSs looking to finish the job, but maybe getting locked in the smoke. Oh, but there we go. They finished the job while suppressed. Opportunities down here for Ed as well, by the way. Did pop for Mother Russia again, boosting up these penals. Still Meliodas with so much manpower. Really should be spending this, you know, on another combat engineer, more mines, maybe put down a cache even in this corner. Rebuild the sniper. A lot of options are open. Another T-34 in the build, of course. Work with the ML20 on these 2 OKW bases here. Ready. 7 kills, but I think most of those are medics kills. Panther about to pop out for Ed, so these T-34s from Meliodas. We get dropped down in their efficiency. In the fight against the Panther. Might have to upgrade another one of these penals with PTRSs to fight back against that. And those shots when all the objects move around like that. Those are the frame rate tankers. So Katyusha barrage again. Just targeting the OKW bases at the moment. B4 is more in this area though. Getting bouncing. Here we go, B4 coming in. Huge amount of OKW troops in this one area. Ooh, good suppression, not a huge amount of kills. Good damage as well. Ooh, and there go the Obers. Panther coming around the corner though, anti-tank grenades about to connect. Panther doesn't chase, but was that a Shu mine? Was that a Soviet mine? Either way, T-34 goes down. Another impact of not having a second engineer for sweeping, perhaps. A couple mines down. And didn't plant any mines to help defend these howitzers either, which is quite risky. Okay, there we go. That one was definitely a Soviet mine. Engine crit on the Panzer IV. Meanwhile, Volksgrenadiers down on the far side. For Mother Russia active again. PTRS is not shooting. There they go. A little bit of damage done. Going forward for more damage on the Panther. Panther is staying still. Just about gets into satchel range. Not quite. And there's another mine there for Meliodas. And he finally goes for another combat engineer and a squad of shock troops. Eagleite's going to pick up the Panzerschreck there. This Panther just slowly getting forced away. Now what a turnaround. Axis maybe not as effective as they could be with their medium tanks, and the artillery really starting to bite now. With these tech trucks nearly dead, it looks like Adamir going for the creeping barrage there. You can see these shells, slowly, the rockets slowly working their way across. Closing in, but with the shock troops there, that is too badly outnumbered. And what a turnaround. Second Panzer IV coming up for breadfan. Hasn't managed to save up enough munitions for a sector assault though. He's quite low on infantry. He lost his Obers, right? Here we go. Got the big bombing strike coming in, looking to take out Panzer headquarters. And the battle group down as well. So yeah, both those tech trucks being right next to each other ends up backfiring horribly for the Axis. B4, big whiff there. The Panzer IVs though could get some work done. Adamir has a huge amount floating though. Easily field an Su-85 to help counter this, but maybe even two of them. Just continuing to float though. It's forward doing some decent bleed as it backs up. Have to be maybe a bit more ready to go for a chase in situations like that. Getting in officers there, officers really good, providing vision for those Raketans. Don't forget it has super long line of sight. Here comes the Katyusha again, ready to fire. Doesn't have any bases to shoot at this time. Activating for Mother Russia, making a bit of a play here. could, in this situation, maybe use force retreat on the officer. Maybe force away the PTRS penal. And then you could just drive in close with the Panther and just blast away with the machine guns. Probably would be a good idea. Doesn't go for it though. He's got a lot of munitions. So I think force retreat will make a lot of sense. Half track's still relevant though. I forgot that they were still alive. Some nice suppression done. Here we go. All the Axis tanks making a bit of a play. There's still that mine there. B4 coming down but misses its mark. Somehow skates around the side of that mine. Now making a play. Coming in. Oh, Adamir does have an SU-85 in the build, but paying the price for not building it a lot earlier. Got some artillery coming down, one Howie down. They're dropping the assault artillery, but that isn't a guaranteed kill on a howitzer. Doesn't end up hitting too much, looks like. Did decrew that Raketin though. Looks like a dead Volksgrenadier, bad retreat path. Panther was thinking about coming back in there, decides against it. Didn't notice this, but Meliodas actually built a second B4. Definitely the Axis could have got a bit more done with that push. Maybe knocked out another howitzer there. Oh, ends up triggering that mine. Now could be in some trouble with that Panzer IV. Flag half track back there though. But yeah, almost, you know, Adamir paying the price for not building these SU-85s earlier. That push could have been a lot more devastating. Come around the corner here. Panther's there as well. There's maybe an opportunity if the Panther was a bit faster to react. Maybe could have blitzed in there for the kill. And for the kill on this, perhaps. Anti-tank grenade. Got some guards, PTRSs. 2 Panzer IVs, quite low. Looked like breadfan was thinking about putting his tech truck down on the front lines again. At this stage I probably wouldn't recommend it, but at the same time, finding them in your base, maybe you have to start targeting the base and get some collateral damage hitting the troops there as well. It's not a pretty small base overall for 2 teams on this map. B4 coming down as well. Doesn't have munitions for the button. But wow, I didn't realize, is this actually threading the needle? Another good shot on the Panther. Oh, the Katyusha went down over here. Was that from the Panther? I think so. I don't think it killed any other vehicle. Maybe it killed a T-34, I'm not sure, but either way, Caddy dead. Good pick up there for the Axis. Allies are still quite far behind on VPs, you know, in spite of doing some massive damage earlier. And the overall army sizes are actually quite similar. So Meliodas finally spinning through the rest of his float. Same story for Adamir, popping into 2 T-34s. Bit of a push coming in here. Raketin decrewed. This Raketin going to work, and there goes the ML-20. I think those howitzers do have a target size of about the same as a medium tank. So they can get shot at quite easily. I think I've got a smaller hitbox, so scatter shots are more likely to miss, but in terms of direct fire at them, quite likely to hit them. But yeah, really showing, you know, that the Allies didn't plant enough mines. They've just got pushed again and again on their howitzer now. Once you've taken the first volley of a PTRS, do remember that when units are suppressed, their reload time gets increased by 4 times. Take 4 times as long to reload, so the second volley is going to come through very slowly. T-34 around in the corner, knocks out the flak half track. The SU-85 pounding Panther from straight ahead. And the Allies making a pretty good push on this side as well, ultimately getting forced back by the Panzer IV, but some pretty good push action coming in, and that flak half track dead. Now the recon planes can last a lot longer. There goes the Fusilier, late retreat. Trying to make a bit of a push on this HQ. We've got the Raketen there. A couple of squads of infantry, but the Raketen's going down quite fast. And the Panther's so low, he doesn't want to bring in to assist. We've got a Panzer IV coming in though. Blitzing forwards, in fact, to assist. Ober nearly dead. There was a mine. A couple Pima squads get very low, but the Panzer IV now 3-on-1. Raketen getting decrewed fast. But there goes the Panzer IV. Another mine triggered on the T-34. Gonna get a snare off on that SU-85. Here comes the other Panzer IV now. Crews the Raketen. T-34 takes one shot. Panther rolling forwards as well. Missing with the Panther though. Raketen not quite in range. Panzer IV looking for the T-34 kill. He goes for the ram and it penetrates. Panzer IV now could be in some trouble, but no rotation from Adamir to assist his teammate. Do have a T-34 coming in quite deep here though. Got the recon plane up. SU-85 mobilizing now. Over dropped the LMG by the way. Not T-34 goes down, decrews the Raketen in the process, but it's down nonetheless. SU-85 coming in now. Panther trying to get away. Doesn't pop the blitz, doesn't have the munitions anymore. Doesn't chase in any further. Looks like he's going to go for the recruit on the Raketen as well. Maybe have picked up the LMG on his way past. Trying to get away with this Raketen. Dicey retreat path, you know, coming across like sideways here, but luckily the Penals weren't really focused on him. Looks like he's going to get away. Obers maybe could pick up a second LMG. Shock troops are going to jump onto it. Probably the grenade. Here we go, shock troops with the LMG now. The B4 coming down into this corner. A bit risky with the Sternpowers there. Was that the last shell of it? Alright. And the Allies getting some drain done. You can see it's still very even in terms of army sizes. So Adamir again has quite a lot floating. Got 2 T-34s in the build. Looking for the frontal decrew on this Raketen. Gets it just before another shot comes through. Oh. Gets an anti-tank grenade off. What about this Fusilier? Can it get in range for another anti-tank grenade? Oh, doesn't even need to. The recruit Raketen finishing the job there. Got another Raketen there still. Big not ready for the anti-tank grenade though, and the Raketen misses. Here come the guards from the side now as well. A little bit late retreat for the Raketen, could go down potentially. Didn't end up throwing a grenade maybe into the retreat path, that could have been quite strong. Oh, form Mother Russia active, these troops charging ahead. Penal jumps out of the building. Doesn't get the sticky satchel off though. That was a close call. Do remember you have to be fully out of the building before the option opens up in your menu, so you can actually activate the ability. If not, probably could have got it off there. Damage onto the SU-85. Sin Obers charging ahead. Can't go past that penal though. Again though, could be using some forced retreats. Make this a bit smoother. The kid got decrewed by the way. Got a bombing strike coming through on this HQ. It's very low. SU-85 trying to finish off the decrewed Raketin now. Fight between those two. Vet 5 ISG by the way, nice. So I suppose that's one reason not to put your HQs out on the map as well. You can get hit by the bombing strikes, so they will go down even easier. TP on the ground, that could be quite nice for the Overs to pick up.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
Allies still behind on the VPs. Losing control on this side. Before trying to bleed the advancing troops. There you recover the DP. And T-34 just sitting there in front of the Raketin goes down. Not paying attention. Very easy to dodge that. Just the solo Raketin just shooting it 4 times. Does that take like about 25 seconds you can dodge? Maybe posturing for a ram there, decides against it. It's a Barrage ultimately forcing the retreat. Allies getting down on this side. Ooh, big B4 hit. Only you a lot of health damage though, not too many kills again. And I think that's kind of the MO of the B4. You know, I played with it quite a bit with like 2 play sessions. I just didn't get many results from it. More of a female 20 fan now, guaranteed. Early retreat there, trying to conserve some manpower. Understandable. Target them active on these shock troops as they try to close the distance. Maybe somehow reinforcing from all the way over there. Looking for a wipe maybe on these penals. Not quite. Mine there. Oh, could this be a wipe? No, SU-85 coming in for a push. He actually crushed one. You don't see an SU-85 crushing successfully too often. He's coming in. Oh, where are they going? That is definitely a misclick. And down they go. It's not somewhere you want to be running. 2 Jaegerlights, 2 Overs. That penal very, very quickly. T-34 briefly in production for Meliodas, but switching it over to another SU-85. Doesn't have like the strongest anti-infantry anymore. Only 2-axis tanks at the moment. Might be a bit of an overinvestment, but wow, reckless stuff there. Panzer IV diving in. Do we end up killing the T-34? No! Oh my god, it's still alive. Did he repair that up a little bit? He might have repaired it up. like a tiny, tiny bit during that fighting. And so the T-34 survives.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Oh god. That's unfortunate. But either way, you know, diving in with the Panzer IV, trying to go for like a, I think it was Vet 4 or maybe even Vet 5 Panzer IV, trying to go for like a T-34 kill. It's a little bit reckless, really. Now T-34 coming in for a bit of a base inspection here. A lot of low health troops here. Could be some juicy crushing going on. No snaring squads amongst all of that. Now got the B4 slamming down. Pretty much at its max range here. Wow. Alright, well Meliodas, some monster hits with those last two B4 barrages. Seems like the Axis in some trouble, but here we go. Panther getting something going. This has been decrewed. There we go. Snipes off the T-34 from super long range. Is that attack ground? I don't know how he had sight. Panther built by breadfan. Breadfan's never managed to save up for these planes. I don't know what he's spending his munitions on. But a set of planes would go a long way against all these Su-85s.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Guys don't have any anti-air at all, so they would be very successful. Just go for an attack ground there, but collides with the trees. Is really struggling for territory control at the moment, but they are branching out to that left-hand side.
T-34 ready for combat.
Still pretty strong infantry for Ed. The ISG kill now. Panther coming in. Su-85's there as well though. He's going in. No, he's backing away. T-34 takes a couple hits. Guards continue on their attack. Over's coming across for them now. Oh wow. Okay, well Meliodas getting crazy lucky with these B4 hits. Don't think he had sight of that even. That was just, you know, maybe scouted it. Which is the stern post. ISG decrewed. No more Vet 5 ISG.
KV-1 heavy tank on
Recon
station.
plane coming up now. We've got a KV-1 out as well. Axis still ahead on VPs, but now you can see the army size is way behind. Looks like Ed trying to save up maybe for one of the big boys. Can't build the Jag Tiger, so it's got to be King Tiger. But King Tiger, I feel like it's just going to get rammed. Don't know. Going to get very good results. Oh boy, Panther coming in, Su-85s. KV-1 trying to go for a block, unsuccessful. There goes the Panther. Tried to blitz out, but too much damage coming in from the side there. So going to try to repair through this. He's coming around, trying to get on the rear armor of the Panther. Here comes the Vet 2 Su-85, getting in here for a block on the Panther. This is maybe, you know, the impact of not having any snaring squads. Can't stop this kind of aggression. It's got a Shrek on these Jaegers, but it's not the best. And, seems like the Axis don't have much left after losing those 2 Panthers. Base barrages starting up again. But yeah, I do think the B4 maybe now is slightly more suited to the base barrages since it does suppress. Kind of hit troops in the base and then they can't dodge away very effectively for a follow-up hit. Comes the King Tiger. WS-85's there, but they're all bouncing at the moment. Got a Fusilier there. Gonna get a snare off. Comes in for the ram. No penetration though, no engine crit. S-35's working hard. No Raketans at the moment though for the Axis. So nothing to force off these WS-35s. Trying to get around the side of the base building, and the T-34 wreck there may be blocking vision, so the S-35s decide not to chase in any further. Panzer Shrek trying to finish off this KV-1, but he's going to have a hard time. Has to give up the chase. And now the Allies looking to set up the triple cap. Axis almost entirely pegged in their base. Main gun crit. There we go. Shrek on the Sturm officer getting the kill. B4 slamming down here now again. A lot of Axis troops operating in this area. Sturmpire's down. Got a Jagdpanzer now for breadfan. Get rammed instantly, and there it goes. WS-35's coming in from the side. I think that might be it. Axis surrender. So yeah, I feel like the Axis may be missing their timings, going for like a fast medium tank. They did have slightly superior territory control in the early stages. And as a result, it kind of allowed the Allies to get away with their early investment into all that artillery and not get punished that hard by the fast medium tanks. And eventually, you know, with the forward bases getting knocked out, the Axis start to fall behind. But yeah, you know, good fighting all round. I think maybe a slight overcommit sometimes on the tanks by the Axis, maybe not so good on the minesweeping as well. Ultimately, their downfall. Breadfan maybe overinvesting into these anti-infantry troops as well. Could do with the snare in a couple of those situations. And yeah, should have maybe, yeah, it was just all round solid game. But unfortunate about the language. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.